You're watching WGN Midday News.
Spotting signs of an impending layoff and what you can do to avoid one. Now, sometimes getting laid off from a job is inevitable, but sometimes you can see the curveball coming and avoid it. In today's Your Money Matters, things you can do to make the decision to lay you off a little harder for the people who have to make that decision, and how to get your finances ready just in case it happens. Michael Ruggiero is back from Ameriprise Financial in Orland Park. Michael, this has got to be one of the most gut-wrenching events that any person will ever face in their career. It does happen. How do you see it coming? What do you do to prepare too?
Well, the two things you can do is look at your organization from outside and from the inside. From the outside, you want to see if your company has filed any financial reports with their state or federal government security offices. You can get financial information from there. If the price of the stock has dropped significantly in relationship to other companies within your industry that have not experienced the same downturn, and see if there are press releases or rumblings, if you will, if your company has been named in a merger and or sale.
Right.
From the inside, you want to look for things such as, have key employees left the firm? Has there been a major shift in management restructuring? Have you or your department received a bad or negative review recently? Have they cut benefits? Have departments had their benefits cut? Things like that.
Yeah, so is it more important to protect yourself or protect your job when you think this might be coming?
Well, this is a balancing act where you have to do your job while protecting it, and it is just as important to protect your job. So to go about doing that, you want to make sure that you detail and you write out all of your achievements, the goals that you have attained, any new ideas that you've implemented or brought to the table. Make sure that your resume is updated, and also get a hold of your employer handbook to see what you're entitled to regarding severance, your 401k, and your health care benefits.
Yeah, but I suppose the most important strategy is to keep it from happening in the first place. What can you do to make yourself more relevant and avoid a pink slip?
The most important thing you can do really is to do your job. And I know that sounds overly simplistic, but you have to stay away from all of the background noise regarding layoffs. See if you can continue your education, especially if your firm will pay for it. This shows the desire and your ability to want to grow your skill set. Participate in corporate events, staff meetings, be on time, be prepared, ask questions, support other ideas within the organization. All of these, basically just stay positive.
Yeah, keep your name out there.
Yes.
But once it does happen, and it may be inevitable that you're going to get laid off, you got to survive financially. Talk about what you need to do to get your financial life in order.
Well, the old rule of thumb used to be have 6 months worth of savings set aside, but I think a better rule of thumb actually is for every $10,000 in compensation that you receive, that you should have a month set aside. So if you make $80,000 a year, have 8 months set aside. If you make $100,000 a year, have 10 months set aside. Also check with your state unemployment office to see what you're entitled to, what severance you're entitled to. And what's interesting, if you have a life insurance policy that has cash value built into it, you can take that cash value out for anything you need.
At a favorable rate, right.
Well, it's tax-free because you've made the contribution with the after-tax dollars.
Great advice I hope none of our viewers ever has to deal with. Before I let you go, congratulations, you just received a big award.
Yes, I was named as one of the top 3% of financial advisors in the city of Chicago, and I will be in the November issue of Chicago Magazine, so thank you for mentioning that.
Michael Ruggiero, congratulations to you and good luck.
Thank you very much.
For more information, visit AmeripriseAdvisors.com. We'll be right back.